Yo, it's King Rich's radio once again, and I'm basically making this very quick session, and it's going to be talking about why I say that most, as in the majority of women, are just selfish children, right? In particular, in their interactions with men, the whole dating scene, and the way society is set up, women get to just act like selfish, inconsiderate children, and men just go along with it like idiots for the most part, or most men do. All right, so if I start from the beginning, right, in our interactions, which will highlight how they are selfish children, it will start off where, for the most part, our fathers will overly show love to the daughters over their sons, right? Daughters are often babied, they're wrapped in cotton wool, by the father, where while the father is kind of hard on the son, the father will tell the son he has to be independent, he has to get out there and work and compete with other guys, with other boys, and it starts from there. It starts from childhood, right? But let's fast forward to the point where the dating starts, right? The approaching and the attraction starts between men and women, right? So at the core of it, men are undervalued and women are overvalued. And basically the reason for that is because there's more women on this earth than there are men on this earth. So in actuality, there's a shortage of men. There is not enough men for all the women on the earth. But women are seen as more valuable than men, which doesn't make any sense, right? So that's where it all starts off. Men often will be required to compete for the attention of women and for the chance of being with women, right? It's like it's just from childhood when boys were taught to compete with other boys. As you get older, you understand that you have to compete for women, right? And many times in history, men have died, in competition for women. It's crazy. Um, for a woman to even be attracted to a man, right? The man is required to have game, right? The guy is required to be an attractive man. He's required to be a tall guy. He's required to be a man with money. These are all things that the guy has to be before an attractive woman will even look at him. Do you know what I mean? Before an attractive woman will give him the time of day, he must have game, he must be attractive, he must be tall, and he must have money to spend on her. He must have enough money to spend on her. And he displays this by spending money on useless things to make himself look like he's got money, right? Um, so once a man has been able to attract a woman, right, to the point where they exchange numbers and they arrange to go out on a date, what traditionally happens is the man will spend a lot of time and money on dating a chick. And most of the time in the dating game, they will only go out on dates when the woman feels like going out on a date, usually over the phone or through text messages or whatever. The man is trying to convince the woman to come out and see him. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Even though he's gonna be spending his money on the date, traditionally, right? And it really, it really doesn't make sense. And none of this game of dating so far makes any fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the man and the woman, the woman's only, requirement so far is to look attractive. You know what I mean? She doesn't even have to be nice. You know, she doesn't have to have a nice personality. She just has to look attractive. That's it. You know, and you know, even when he's on the date with a girl, even when a man is on a date with a chick, he has to maintain a certain level of coolness, a certain level of game during the dating phase to keep the woman interested. You know, because women are naturally opportunists and women bored easily with a guy. If they feel the guy is boring or the guy, you know, he's not what she remembers him to be or whatever like that, she will lose interest very easily, very quickly. Like, you know what I mean? So a guy has to be funny, he has to be charismatic, he has to be witty, he has to be all these things, right? And he has to maintain that shit. And is basically a big cat and mouse game. Like, you know what I mean? The whole dating, you know, you have to keep her interested, you know, and you have to maintain your game, right? And all the time you're spending time and money on her to just date her, just to see her. You know what I mean? Which is really not worth it at the end of the day, because she's probably dating a load of other dudes, and she's more than likely banging somebody at that same um point in time where she's dating you, right? So after that, you know, after the whole dating game has run its course, and you know, as a man, you have somehow managed to maintain your game and, you know, impress this girl enough, she will agree to be your girlfriend. Now the guy will be ecstatic, the guy will be happy. I've got a girlfriend, yes, oh happy days, right? The girl is just like, all right, I'm his girl now, but now I can ask for more. You know what I mean? He's already spent money on time with me for dating. So what else have you got to offer? Now I'm your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't the end of of the guy having to work for this pussy. This is just the start. You know what I mean? So the man has a girlfriend now, right? And you know, as just as before in the dating phase, you still have to keep your game up while she's your girlfriend, you know. But now the difference is you must cater to a woman's emotions as she shows you more of her illogical ideas and bullshit feelings, right? Because we all know women are illogical creatures. Women don't make sense. They don't even understand why they do or say the things that they do. Do you know what I mean? But now she's with you, you need to be more sympathetic to that shit. You need to be her ear, because women like to talk and they will talk all day and all night. And you are, as her partner, you need to be ready to do that shit whenever she needs you. You know what I mean? Whereas when you've got stuff you want to complain about, you know, she may listen for a little while, but the conversations usually turn back to being about her and what she thinks about shit, you know, and, you know, you better be agreeing with whatever she says. So, you know, the situation really has just escalated, you know. She's getting more out of this situation than you, just as she was in the beginning, right? Now, the woman may be acting a bit nicer to you now, you know, because she's your girlfriend now. She's gonna feel a little bit of a conscious conscience towards you, you know. She may, you know, start giving you sex and all of that shit. And as I said, she may listen to you a little bit and she may do little things for you. But on the grand scheme of things, all she's really contributing to you is that she's giving you sex. And even then, the sex that she's giving you is at her leisure. You know what I mean? And even though she's giving you that commodity, you as the man must perform to her sexual satisfaction. Like, if you don't fuck her as good as she expects you to or she requires you to, that woman is liable to cheat on you. That woman is liable to cheat on you and or leave you. You know what I mean? Just leave you with your dick in your hands, just like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened? Why have you left? She left you because you're not fucking her to her level of satisfaction, even though that's the only asset that she was bringing to your relationship, that she was actually bringing to the man. It's still about her. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you still, as a man, you're still not really getting nothing out of it. She's getting everything out of it, right? Now, the whole relationship that a man will have with a woman will be about making this woman happy and content with being with you. That is all the relationship is about. It's not about the both of you. It's not 50-50. You know, it is essentially about keeping her happy and, keeping yourself as a man on your toes, because there's competition everywhere and she's open to competition also. Now, your reward for having a girlfriend is that you get your dick wet sometimes, according to her timetable, right? And women are still opportunists and consistently looking for better options. They're looking for a better option over you. And a lot of times women are doing this subconsciously, or even certain times they're doing it deliberately, bruv. They're looking to replace your ass. What's good, Dante? You know, a lot of times women are looking for a reason to upgrade. They want to upgrade. They don't want to be stuck. They feel that their looks give them a license to, or the entitlement to the best out of life, which, I can't blame for someone. I can't blame women for aiming high as they can get. But I mean, shit, if you've already gone into a relationship with somebody, why would you be still thinking about fucking somebody else or getting with somebody else? That's really kind of foul. Like, do you know what I mean? That's trifling. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's move on. So you've been boyfriend and girlfriend with this girl, whatever. Yeah. Let's move on, like, further down the line. Let's move up to the point where she's getting a bit older, and she's seeing that her friends are getting married and shit like that, and she wants to get married. She wants to be a wife. She wants a wedding and all of that shit, right? um Now she's gonna pressure you into getting married and stuff like that. She's gonna drop hints. She wants to get married. You, as the man, you're usually just happy with the situation the way it is, but she wants to get married, right? So what will happen is, as a guy getting regular pussy, now you are just a complete simp and you're just gonna go along with whatever she wants, because that's what you've been doing from the beginning anyway. You know what I mean? So what happens is, you give in, you go and spend your money, like the little bit of money that you got, you're gonna scrape together, and you're gonna go buy her a ring and get engaged with her, and then eventually you're gonna arrange to get married with her, right? Now she's ecstatic, bro. She can't believe this has happened to her. She's gonna have the day that she's been waiting for, where everybody can look at her and admire her and be jealous of her and all of this bullshit. And she plans this huge wedding, like the wedding she's always been dreaming about, so she can be the princess. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny enough that she plans this big, huge wedding that she's not gonna put a penny down for, and guess who pays for it? Not even the man she's gonna marry, but her father, the man that created this monster. Right? He ends up having to pay an outrageous amount of money for a really useless event. Like, you know what I mean? For an event that really doesn't need to be that expensive. Traditionally, the father will pay for the event, you know. So it's another man who's having to fork out money to keep this selfish child happy. You know what I'm saying? So she gets to have this huge wedding, and she buys this big expensive dress. She's got this expensive ring on her finger, and she gets to sign her name on a contract, and the man gets to sign his name on a contract, which legally binds her into your life, you know, and she has rights to your resources, the resources that you've accumulated throughout your hard work and labor and sweat, and she has not contributed anything, and now she has legal rights to your resources. That's in the Western world, right? um as your wife now, this woman can make higher demands from you as a man, because you have to be a real man. What's up, Mr. A? What's up? You have to be a real man. You're a husband now, so you have to keep your wife happy. Happy wife, happy life. That's what the motto is, isn't it? Right? So now she demands that you and her need a bigger place to stay, need a big house to live in. She wants her own car, or she wants you to upgrade your car, so that's going to be a big expense. She wants you to fund, the woman will want the man to fund her useless shopping trips, to buy useless crap that does not need to be bought. She will want holidays and romance, which again is all at the expense of the man. See how selfish this is. All these requirements, all these expensive requirements, and what the fuck does she bring to the table? A used up secondhand pussy. Because you're not the first guy that's fucked this girl. No. You know what I mean? So let's move on a little bit further, right? So you've spent all this money on her, the big house, the cars, the shopping, the shoes, the bags, the perfumes, the jewelry, the expensive holidays, all of this shit, right? But she's not content with that. Oh no, because women are never fully happy. Like there's always something more. You know what I'm saying? There's another level to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like they be using men like video games. Like, oh, what can I spend this time? How can I create a new expense? So the woman's a wife now. So what's the next step? She's got to have kids, blood. Which I don't really blame women for that, because it's in a woman's natural instinct to have children. So I don't blame women for that. But in the kind of world that we live in, with all the feminism and all these other outside influences on us as human beings, women should know that having children is not an easy endeavor. Is a very expensive endeavor, and it's a lifelong commitment. You know what I'm saying? But she don't give a fuck about that. She's just following her instinct, right? And her instinct tells her that she has to have children, right? And you're paying for them, because you need to be a real man. And this permanent financial burden is going to be on your back for the rest of your life. Now, I don't have a problem with having, people having children. I want to have children one day as well. You know what I'm saying? I think it is good for men to have children. I think it's good. But the way the Western world has created this dynamic, it just seems like a burden. Like, you know what I mean? And in my opinion, I feel like as a man, you should put off having children as long as possible, because at the end of the day, you could have a child at the age of 100 years old. You know what I'm saying? It's women that are in a hurry to have children because their biology starts fucking up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just to be blunt. Hey, you give in, because you like pussy so much and you like fucking women raw, you'll end up giving this woman a child, right? And she gives birth to the children, whatever. And you're paying. Now, these children that that a man will have with a woman will usually love the mother more than the father. That's just how it goes, bro. That's just how it goes. What's going on, Don J? What's going on, CJ? What's going on, Curvins? What's going on, Carbon X75? How you guys doing, man? But yeah, so the children that the man and the woman will have will usually love the woman more because the mother is very, caring to the children. The mother usually spends more time with the children because the woman is just at home looking after kids, while the man is slaving away, sweating, killing himself to support this new family that he has to look after, right? And the byproduct of him having to work so many hours and being away is that the children build a strong bond with the mother, which they don't necessarily build with the father, which is unfortunate. And that's what I would say. What's going on? I'm a doll. What's going on? Um, as I said before, women only truly love their parents and their children, right? So that goes hand in hand with the children loving their mother more than the father. Because the women usually show their children true love, like, you know what I mean? So a man is basically supporting the wife who really doesn't love him. She just, likes the situation she's in. And then he's supporting the children that, they respect him, but they don't love him as much as they love mommy, right? So the man's life becomes all about work, paying bills, and paying for the selfish needs of the wife and kids. That's what the man's life turns into. That's his whole life. And this is what women will call being a real man. Making sure that this bitch is happy, basically. Right? And as they get older, and as this family gets older, whatever, the wife, she'll become less attractive because we all know that women hit the wall, right? And after having a couple kids and whatnot, this woman's gonna get overweight as well as unattractive. And it's funny that this happens because her attitude to being entitled to shit and being selfish does not change, even though her attractiveness has deteriorated and she's become overweight. But the man who has these anchors in his life is not allowed to express his opinion on her appearance. If he's to say anything about, you're starting to put on weight, or you need to look after yourself, you need to get in the gym, stuff like that, she's gonna fucking blow her gasket, bro. She's gonna go ballistic. It's gonna be all about her feelings and all of this shit, and he's not gonna hear the end of it. So usually men will just keep quiet, even though they're becoming less and less attracted to that woman that he's been putting in, investing money in, like, the whole time he's known her. So as time moves on, the man gets older, he becomes unhealthy, right? Because the man's only working, like, that's all he does. He works because he's got so many bills. He's got this fucking house, he's got these fucking expensive cars. This woman still likes to go shopping and shit. And he's got these fucking kids that don't even love him as much as they love the woman, right? He all he does is work now. That's all he does. And he's stressed out. Like, whether he's in a high paying job or he's in a low paying job, man is still usually stressed out, bro, and overworked. And this is unhealthy. You know what I mean? The man's probably eating rubbish food. You know what I mean? He doesn't go to the gym. He doesn't work out. He doesn't even have any hobbies. All his hobby is paying bills, bro, and giving money to this bitch. And to make matters worse, he's probably only fucking his fat wife once a week. You know what I mean? Because he's not even attracted to her no more. And she still feels like she can withhold pussy or blowjobs or whatever when she feels like it. So that's his life. Her life is, hasn't really changed, even though she knows she's getting a bit older and she's not getting the looks from other guys as she used to. And she realizes her options have depleted considerably. And she realizes she's hitting the wall and she wants to relive her youth. Especially if the woman has daughters and her daughters are attractive, they remind her of how she used to be. You know what I mean? And a lot of times women, these older women, wives, whatever, they'll be in competition with their daughters, right? And what will tend to happen is these wives, these older women that have husbands, they will have affairs with younger dudes, right? Because, I mean, they're only banging their husband once a week. You know what I mean? The husband is always at work. The husband's always away. Their relationship really is deteriorated, just like her looks. And she wants some attention because women are all about attention. Just because she's got older doesn't mean that she doesn't want attention. She still wants the attention of the young version of herself. So she gets attention from young guys because young guys are horny and stupid and they just want to fuck. And then these older women will end up having affairs. And women cheat a lot more than people think or admit, because women are better at cheating. Men are shitty cheaters, like sloppy. Women are fucking experts at cheating, at lying. You know what I'm saying? So the woman will be cheating on her husband, committing adultery. So this shit will carry on, right? The kids that they have will grow up and they will leave the home and start their own lives. If they're daughters, the daughters have grown up to be selfish children as well. Expecting a man to do what their dad has done and just be a fucking ATM or cash machine, right? And these children that have grown up, whether they're boys or girls, will still love their mom more than they will love their dad, even though their dad has sacrificed his whole life for those children. Like, his blood, sweat, and tears into working hard. They will love their mom more than they will love their dad. Still, even the boys, especially the boys, in fact, right? Now, getting into old age, because the man's been working hard his whole life, and he's tired now. The man usually dies before the woman does. This is just a fact. Men usually die before women do. You know what I'm saying? So the man dies, right? So now this woman is a single widow. She's a widow, right? Or whatever. The woman, without having a husband and her kids are grown up and left the house, she's just left to her own devices now. You know what I'm saying? And what do women want? Attention. And they want to be looked after. Now, if the man is a dude that, he worked hard and he had a good job, he will most likely have life insurance, because the woman will make sure he gets life insurance because she wants to be looked after if anything fucks up. And when he dies, that is a fuck up for her. So basically, she's going to be living off his life insurance. And she will be living off the assets that the man accumulated for the family. And so she's still able to live a somewhat comfortable life, maybe not as lavish as before when the man was alive, but she's still able to live without having to do much. You know what I mean? She might have started her own business, to give herself some high self-esteem, whatever. She's probably been through school and stuff because she's an educated, independent woman and all this crap. You know what I mean? And now the woman, her life has turned into traveling. She'll do a lot of traveling, going to exotic places and shit like that. You know, it's like, you know, when you see these older women that don't have no husband, they're always going to these Caribbean and shit like that, or they're going to different states, they're going here, there, everywhere with their friends and shit, having a great time. These women will turn to alcoholics and shit. They'll be drinking a lot, and they will still be fucking younger dudes. You know what I mean? So they basically just turn into hoes, and then they just hoe themselves out as long as they can, just for that attention, that hit of attention. And it's crazy, man. When I really thought about this today. I was just outside. I was outside and I was just sitting down listening to music, and I was seeing all these couples, right? And I was seeing the like young couples, older couples, like old couples and shit. And I was just looking at them. And I was thinking, wow, like, because of the red pill knowledge I have now, is that I can see the different stages that these couples are at. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying every woman falls into this timeline that I've just laid out. You know, some women will be in phases of this timeline, but then they may turn into actual decent, unselfish children. Like, they may not like turn out to be selfish children. They might actually be reasonable people. Do you know what I mean? But I think traditionally, this is the timeline, especially in this day and age, and these women running around, the child, selfish, childish, immature, illogical women we have running around. This is the timeline they want to live. They do not care about the men really, and they don't love the men. Like, I think most women are not capable of loving men really. The most you could really get is a woman that respects you and honors you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but love is a different animal. And as I said before, I think that women can only love their own parents and their children. Truly. That's just what I believe. Like, now don't get me wrong. I in the future, I do feel like I would like to be in a situation which would be like marriage to a woman, but I wouldn't do the whole signing of a contract. That's not that traditional sense of signing a contract, that system. I don't believe in that. You know, I think that's just business. And if it's love with a woman, it shouldn't be business. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're with somebody, it should be a partnership. It should be, you know, the I think as a man, you should be doing more than a woman. But I don't believe that you as a man, it's your responsibility to have her in your life as a child, and she doesn't do shit for you except suck your dick and give you some pussy every now and again. I think that's some bullshit. She got to be really supporting you 100%. You know what I mean? You're Batman and she's Robin. You know what I'm saying? Um, she's got to care about your emotions. She got to care about what you're going through. You know what I mean? She got to be your rib. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, man. That's just what I think, man. I just think this is the usual timeline, and men need to understand this shit, man. Because and especially young guys need to understand this shit, man. You know what I mean? Because the way the world is turning is like most women just don't give a fuck about men, bro. They just don't, bro. They're just out for what they can get. And I think there's more simps walking around. There's more manginas and Captain Saber hoes walking around than there are good women walking around, to be honest. I think there's more naive men walking around, or boys. There's more naive boys walking around than there are naive girls. Because a lot of the heroes of these young girls these days are hoes, as in Amber Rose, Black China, K Michelle. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, you know what I mean? Rihanna. These are these young girls' heroes now. And guys don't really have red pill role models to look at. You know what I mean? The only role models that are really around are simps and, rappers that are paying for models and, you know, guys that are just not really good role models, man. So that's why I had to make this video, because when I saw these couples today, I was thinking these dudes don't even fucking have a clue what's really going on. They don't even have a clue of the dynamic they're in. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard about recently, yeah, somebody I know personally in real life got married. Yeah, this is a chick. She got married to somebody way younger than her. Like this dude is in his early 20s and they got married. Like, and I just think that that's crazy because they've only known each other for about a month, but somehow they're married now. And the thing is, the dude, the boy, he's in his early 20s. He really doesn't know what he's got himself into. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that the girl that I know is a bad person. I'm not saying she's a bad person, but at the end of the day, this is not benefiting that dude at all. And when I heard this news, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe, especially with the kind of content that I make. And then when I heard that, I was like, oh Jesus Christ, this is crazy, bro. This boy signed his life away, blood. Early. Early as fuck. Like the dude's like, I think the dude's like 21 and the girl's over 30, bro. Over 30. So this shit's just scary to me, man. And this is why I need to make these videos. I'm gonna keep making these videos and I'm gonna keep fucking putting out the truth out there. I'm not telling men to hate women. I'm not telling men don't get in relationships with women. I'm not telling men don't have kids or anything stupid like that, because I wanna have my wife one day and I wanna have children one day and I don't wanna be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? You know, I still talk to women, I still approach women, whatever. But I understand women and I understand what's going on with them. I understand how they think. You know what I'm saying? I understand the possibilities of how shit can go wrong and how I could get fucked up. The difference is a lot of these dudes out here, a lot of men out here and young boys, they don't know. They don't know the risks. You know what I'm saying? And that's why these messages have to come out. This young dude, this 21-year-old dude, he signed his life away. He doesn't even know it, bro. He's just in this puppy love bullshit, bro. And I was just like, wow, I can't believe this shit. And I know the chick. I don't even know the dude. I know the chick. The chick is cool. She's a cool girl. Like, do you know what I mean? But that's still crazy. And she don't really have nothing to lose. He does though. It's mad. It's mad. And it's crazy because I'm hearing that the boy's mum was there and grandmother was there. So obviously the dude don't have no males, like older male role models or figures in his life to tell him that, yo, you don't need to be doing this. This is crazy. You know what I mean? And that's sad, bro. As I said, I only learned about all this red pill knowledge, female nature, MGTOW type philosophies and all this shit. I only learned this shit last year while in my last year of college, bro. I only learned this shit last year, bro. You know, before that, I was just like everybody else. You know, I wouldn't say I was a simp, but I was still naive. I was very naive to shit. Like, you know what I mean? I was ripe for the taking. And it's crazy, bro. And that's why you guys listening to this shit, you lot really need to listen to these videos, yes, and share these videos. That's why sharing these videos is so important. And I'm not just talking about my videos, I'm talking about anybody that is putting out a real message that is going to help somebody. You need to share these videos, bro, with everybody, bro, in your family, your friends, or just in your social medias or whatever. And you need to support these channels by donating and making sure you like the videos and all of these little things, bro, because the mainstream does not want these messages to come out. YouTube doesn't want to even hear these messages. You know what I'm saying? And it's important, bro. It's very important, bro. You know what I mean? Because guys will pay for their TV license, their TV, and they'll pay for the internet, and they'll pay for their video games and all of that shit. But none of that shit is really helping you, bro. Like, this content here is helping motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Fuck, man. You know, let me see what you lot are saying in the chat, man, because this shit really is a serious thing, man. This shit is really serious, bro. You scroll up. I'm gonna scroll up as far as Gerard. You preaching now? Oh yeah, absolutely. There are no male role models or female role models. Yeah, there's no male role models and there's no female role models. It's just bullshit now. You know, the men are simps. All the men want to do is get money to impress hoes, and then get these hoes pregnant, and then the hoes are hoes, and they're money grabbing and they're attention seeking, and that's what the young girls think is the norm. The young girls think that's what they're meant to do, and that's why they end up growing up being urban bitches and hoes. Dante says nobody cares for the males anymore. Society is fundamentally constructed to please women, and he said, yeah, it's all about pleasing women. Definitely. CJ says, fair warning, don't date a foreign illegal woman in the US because they end up stealing your baby back to her country. Nightmare. They are just as bad, if not, than American chicks. My idea about, foreign women, right? Obviously, I've only messed with women like from London, UK, and from the South, like in America. I haven't had the opportunity to go, like, to South America, or any of these other countries where a lot of dudes are saying that you should go to meet women. But from what I've heard from a lot of guys that have had that experience of messing with foreign women, don't bring them back to America. If you're gonna have a wife or girlfriend or whatever, keep them in that country, bro. Don't bring them to America, because they're gonna get corrupted, bro. It's inevitable. They're gonna get corrupted, bro. That's just it. So if you're gonna end up getting married to one of these women or something like that, you better be prepared to emigrate and live where she lives. And a lot of times, these women, they actually want to stay in their country. They don't even want to leave and go to another country. It's only those nightmare chicks that you're talking about. Those are the ones that I believe are the ones that really want to come to America and live and be an American woman, because they probably watched it on TV. They've seen all these, bad bitches and whatnot, and they want to be that. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, I think that's kind of obvious. If a foreign woman is too eager to come to the States, then I think that's a red flag. Like, you know what I mean? Um, Um, I'm Dar said that dude tied the knot before he reached his potential. Yeah, that shit is so scary, bro. I swear, like when I heard that shit, I think the first thing I did, I started laughing because I didn't think it was real. And then it actually sank into my brain that this dude got married to this girl at 21 years old, and this girl is over 30 years old, bro. And they've only known each other a month. That's crazy on both sides for her and him, but more for him. Like he hasn't even he's still a kid. Like at 21 years old, I was a kid, bro. I was just a grown kid. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That shit is insane, bro. It's insanity, bro. And his mum and grandmother was there and they condoned it and supported it. That just goes to show that women are just crazy, bro. You can't trust what women think. And the other thing about it was what the conclusion was made about it was that, you know, my friend who's the chick, she's probably like the best looking girl that this dude has ever been with. You know what I'm saying? This girl is probably the best girl he's ever banged in his life. So he's probably like, oh my god, he's fucking starstruck and shit. Like, you know what I mean? This is them dudes that they haven't banged a lot of girls in their life. That's why it's like you need to have experience with women. This is why I say that MGTOW shit is not really a feasible, sensible thing. It's unhealthy because you need to go through experiences with women. Like you have to, because you won't be well rounded. Because as a lot of people say, a lot of MGTOW dudes, they're one blowjob away from turning blue pill, bro. If the right bitch comes along and fucking turns the dude out, then he's just gonna be like, you know what I mean? If it's a dude that hasn't had a lot of experience with women, if it's a MGTOW dude that's had a lot of experience with women, then not so much. You know what I mean? But if it's just a dude that hasn't really fucked women like that, he hasn't fucked with women like that, and then he's heard a lot of red pill stuff, then he turned MGTOW. It's like you're in a risky situation still. You're still very much a lamb to the slaughter, in my opinion. Um, Mr. A said, "Why put foreign women on pedestals?" The reason why a lot of people are putting foreign women on pedestals is because a lot of foreign women have traditional family values. Culture is still orientated toward patriarchy. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, in America is very matriarchal. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why. And women, I wouldn't even say that foreign women love men more. I would just say that they respect a man as a man more. You know what I mean? And they understand that their role in the relationship and in the household, and that they understand they're meant to please the man. Like, you know what I mean? Because the man is the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? So they will give him more respect. Um Dante B says, during our tribal days, there was a transition for males from boys to men that does not exist anymore because nobody is truly teaching the males how to be men and what it means to be a man. I absolutely agree with that, man. Because at the end of the day, even me, yeah, when I think of myself, I don't think of myself as a fully well developed, uh, as in mentally. I don't think I'm mentally fully developed as a man. I think that I have probably 80% of it down packed, but there, there's still key things that I still don't know that I've never been taught. You know what I'm saying? Like, as I said, I've only learned this stuff about females in the last year, even though I've had a lot of experience banging girls and stuff like that, and getting girls pregnant and then making them have abortions and stuff like that. I've had a lot of experience with women, but this knowledge, this particular red pill knowledge, I only learnt this last year. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm not 30 yet, but I'm getting there. So that's scary when you think about that. Because I could have easily fucked up my life like 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see. Let's see what you lot saying. Let's see what you lot saying. Hold on, guys. Hold on. You lot are saying a lot, bro. Hold on. Um, let's see. Hold on. CJ said nowadays you get pussy if your IG account is popping. LOL. Man, listen, you get pussy if your SMV is up high, bro. If you are in shape, I keep telling motherfuckers, like, if you are in shape and you are about your money, bro, you will get women. Like, that's as simple as that, bro. You know what I mean? You get your social game up, you know, you don't be a fucking lame. You don't be just sitting in your house every day. Like, you know, you get out there, you socialize with people, you build fucking social circles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Bruh, women will gravitate to you. They will, bruh. Like me, I don't think I'm fucking the best looking dude in the world, but I'm very confident that I can get more or less any girl that I want. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how to fucking talk. I work out. My body, I would say my body's like 95% there. It's not 100% what I want it to be. And I'm going to get there because I work out a lot. So I'm not even worried about that. But, you know, I'm not broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to take a flight real soon. Like very, very, extremely, very soon. Like I mean, shit. I mean, shit, man. It's not that fucking difficult. It's just that the only difficult thing is not getting fucked up by women because you fucking fall for the whole fairy tale shit. Uh, CJ says I'm generally talking Caribbean women. From my experience, they are getting corrupted by social media and TV. Yeah, I will. I can agree with that. You know, foreign women are gradually getting more and more exposed to the whole love and hip hop type diva fucking feminist bullshit, you know, especially Caribbean and African as well. You know, they're getting corrupted by the bullshit, man. Hell by the dashboard light said exactly. The girls who are good want to stay in their small towns. The ones who flock to the major cities are already fucked up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's exactly what I'm saying. Um, Gerard said black women in the diaspora don't look or seek black men. They definitely not a woke conscious, brother. Yeah. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't even like to say black women, right? No more. Yeah. I prefer to say urban hoes, bro. Like the urban hoes. They don't want a guy. They won't want a guy like me. They probably will see me and think I'm like the regular type. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, obviously, you know, I work out. I've got a muscular build. I have tattoos. I'm a black dude. Like you know what I mean. I dress, you know, quite well. You know, I wear a little bit of jewelry. So they'll probably think, oh yeah, he's just another nigga I can, you know, use or whatever. But once they start talking to me, you know, number one, they're gonna be like, right, he's from England, what the fuck? Then number two, when I actually talk with intelligence and I don't talk like an idiot, then you know the whole attraction usually will kind of decrease. It won't decrease completely. Some of them will still be on it, but a lot of those hood rat bitches and those urban bitches, they're not going to be interested because they already know that eh, I'm. If anything, they're going to lose. They're not going. They're not going to gain anything from me. I'm only going to gain. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm more likely a lot smarter than them. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I mean, not to say I haven't banged some hood bitches out here. I definitely have, But usually when I mess with those women, I don't talk to them with too much intelligence, if that makes sense. Like I talk to them on their own level so that they feel comfortable. That's if I really want to bang them. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'll just talk to them on their level. But you know, if it's a chick that thinks that she's gonna run some kind of game, then I'm gonna show her that I'm not I'm not basic. I don't have a basic mind. Like, do you know what I mean? So, you know, Hillby Dashwood said, didn't the founder snatch a wife up some 30-something divorcee with a kid from another man? The founder of Snapchat. I don't know. I don't know. Hillby Dashboard. I don't know. Um, Gerard said, don't be surprised. Oh shit. Don't be surprised if in the future there's an app or online dating strictly for woke conscious brothers. CJ said these women are influenced by their friends and family as well. They can think for themselves, and if there is a problem in their relationship, they will throw you under the bus as you as the pro. Yeah, definitely. Women will always throw you under the bus. They will never admit to the shit that they do. They will always make you out to be the villain because they're like little children. This is what I'm saying. Like most women are like little children. Like for instance, my ex-girlfriend, whenever we would have an argument, like a big argument, she will run and jump on the phone to her sister and she will just talk about how bad I was. And she does not say a word about anything she said or she did. It's only about me being the villain. And her sister, obviously being biased, you know, just believes everything she says. You know what I mean? Which I'm not. I mean, I imagine, you know, I can't really be mad at that because I expect her to be on her side no matter what. But I mean, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing, yeah. When you're in a relationship with a girl, don't expect her family to like you. Don't expect her family to be on your side ever. That's a mistake. Don't expect it to be a thing of, oh, but that doesn't even make sense. What I'm saying makes sense. So you should understand and you should be on my side. No, it doesn't go like that. Don't expect them to be on your side. You're just being stupid if you think they're gonna be on your side. Like, especially if they're women. That's just that's just dumb. Like, get me. Oh shit, Bryce Reed, what's going on? He says the Warriors are up. Oh shit. I was meant to watch that game as well. Is it the final game? Because if it's the final game, I might have to cut out, bro. Might have to cut out, blood. CJ said, you want to keep a bitch, treat her like shit and never show her emotions. See, I wouldn't say treat her like shit. I think that's not true. I think that what it is that you have to show her that you're in control, like, do you know what I mean? And that you don't give a fuck if she don't like it, and you don't give a fuck if she wants to leave. Like, if she wants to leave, you can replace her. That's how you need to be in your relationship. I'm not saying that a man needs to be mean, so to speak. Like, I'm not saying he has to be rude or just be evil to his chick, but he needs to make his chick understand that she can be replaced. Like, you're not doing me a favor by being with me. You know what I mean? If anything, the best scenario, she needs to see it as you're doing her a favor by being with her. So I'm saying, so that in that way, she will value you and she will not want to fuck up that relationship in any way. So she's not gonna argue with you. She's not gonna cheat on you. You know what I mean? Because she knows that she can't get another you, but you can get another her. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, bro. And that's why, if you notice, a lot of times, the smart rappers, a lot of times these older rappers, these older dudes that are in the rap industry, if you see their women are not, their wives, their actual wives, they don't tend to be very good looking like that. They don't tend to be bad bitches, like, you know what I'm saying? Like guys like Snoop, his wife ain't bad. Do you know what I mean? And she probably knows that he's banged a lot of these little groupie thought IG model type bitches, but she ain't going nowhere because she knows she can't get another Snoop. She can't never find another Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. So she knows a place and she ain't going nowhere. And that's how even the average dude in your relationship, you need to be with your woman. You know what I'm saying? She's got to know that there's nobody else like you, but she needs you. If she loses you, it's the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? That's how she has to see it. And that's how you have to make it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna cut the stream off there. I don't want this stream to go on forever. You get me? Make sure that you lot donate and support this channel, bro. I'm keep telling you guys, man. Support the channel with a donation. The link to the PayPal is in the description box. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like the video if you haven't liked the video already. There's 15 of you and there's only 7 likes. So like, you lot need to like the video. Make sure you share the video because this video is very important for dudes to hear. This is extremely important information, especially for young dudes. They need to hear this shit, bruh. Seriously. So please share this video on your social medias. I'm gonna be posting this video to my main channel as well. If you're not a subscriber to my main channel yet, make sure you subscribe to King RICHEZ. And you'll find everything there, and you'll find extra stuff there. This channel is just for live streams, right? So as I said before, make sure you donate to my PayPal link. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share these videos, yeah, to everybody, right? And I will be back tomorrow with some more truth, right? So no slipping, no simping. I'm gonna talk to y'all real soon. I appreciate all of you, man. Peace.